So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's fourth down.
70 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Chop 60. Chop 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Go.
On fourth down, here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow, 22.
Now Young. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
22 needle.
Going right side is White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
52 plus.
These two teams all tied after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Down. 45.
They'll send Williams in motion right.
Set.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Go.
They go play action with Dart. He'll check this one down to Scatterby. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Jason Sanders is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 52 Blues. Cut.
Young now. Got his man. It's Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Young to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 72.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. Second down and 6 now. Now Dart. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The Giants at 8-4 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Oh, the gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Commanders' 22-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Dart. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant.
Second catch for him today, and they'll wind out the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Dart once more. He has Hyatt over the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
3rd down. Here's Tracy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Sanders on for the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Okay.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Here we go. Black, next set.
Young will set to throw.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing, Dart.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready up. Let's go now.
They'll go with a keeper. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
the sneak successful from a yard out.
His guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And this is something right out of Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he fouled before being tackled. Now Young slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin, 52 yards.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing his dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw, dart. Again, it's Johnson.
Well, the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
To throw now, dart.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19.
To throw his dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 4th down, here's dart. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. Black.
Final play of the half, Young. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Get up.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
Dart.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, here's Dart.
And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Scatterboo going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
19.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Giants 31. Commanders 17.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Let's go now.
First down, Washington.
Yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 9.
Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here. And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ready.
Again, it's Young.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Yep. Ready.
Young now. It's complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready.
Going with White here, toss left.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Rashad White.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And that flag accepted.
Jake Rudy to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
To start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Cougar 19.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
To the air, Dart. And the catch made by Johnson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And try and run here with Scalaboo. And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Set. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun, Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down, here's Scalaboo. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing his Dart. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 by 6.
To throw, Dart. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Let's go.
Young. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 65 yards. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 31. Jason Sanders set
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
3. Ready.
It's Young off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Abdul Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Young. He's got McLaurin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Red, 38.
Now Young. And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
This is 1st and 10.
That's 52 drives.
Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Ready.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Young.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Caught along the left side by Howard.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll on 1st down. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.